What is going on, guys? Dave from Wake Up It's Football, bringing you guys another draft profile. Today it is Bradley Roby, the cornerback out of Ohio State. Just remember, keep in mind, a lot of draft stock will shift and change in the following months. And shout out to Draft Breakdown for the highlights in this video. But let's get right into this one. Bradley Roby, the cornerback out of Ohio State, 5'11", 192 pounds, some collegiate stats, 179 total tackles, 8 interceptions, 5 total touchdowns being on interception returns, fumble returns, and punt returns, and 41 passes deflected. Now, one thing you might want to know about Bradley Roby, he was an All-American in 2012. Now, some pros and cons to Bradley Roby's game. First of all, his speed. I believe that was the first thing I noted down in my notebook on him. First of all, his speed is something that I think might be top-notch, might be elite. If you see in this play against Michigan, this play was pretty much going to be a touchdown. And then you see Bradley Roby running across from the opposite side of the field, doesn't give up on the play, makes a tackle inside the 5-yard line, and saves a touchdown from occurring. And this is the type of stuff that you love to see from guys who just don't give up on the play. This is stuff that you really want to note down, jot down. These are the players that you want when they put this kind of effort into a play, when they don't give up. Also, he's physical. I think he's a player who can definitely he's not a big hitter. He's not a guy who, is going to lay you out. But like in this play right here, I think he's a player who's capable of doing it. Now, when it comes to his physicality, I think he's a player who plays bigger for his size, but also he can get tangled up a little bit when it comes to getting blocked by opposing wide receivers. Sometimes his block shedding isn't up to par, but overall I think he plays bigger for his size, which is also something I like. His play recognition, he's definitely something that you need to jot down on Roby as well. I think he can diagnose plays very quickly. He's got great awareness, great play recognition. I think he's always got his eyes on the quarterback, and then he's kind of a read and react type of player where he shows that anticipation, and he gets that great jump on the play. So that's another thing that I like about Roby. Also, his run support is something that I noticed. He can come up from his spot if he sees and diagnoses the play right away that it's going to be a run, and he can make plays. But he can also contain and play in zone depending on the defensive play that they're in. He can hold off and maintain the zone that he is in, just in case a running back swings left or right to the outside. That way Bradley Roby's still there and he can make a play, or he can just stay and hang out on the outside and push running backs more towards the middle of the field. That way big plays can be prevented. Also, now for his cons, I think wrapping up could be a negative. There were times where Bradley Roby didn't take the best angles, didn't do a very good job of wrapping up his 50-50 balls. There were also other times where I noticed bigger receivers would take advantage of him, kind of block him out of the play when it came to jumping up for a ball, and he would lose on that play, and unfortunately sometimes those were for touchdowns. And also in 2013 he served a 1-game suspension for a bar altercation that was later dropped to be more of a misdemeanor, I believe it was, but he did serve 1 game. I believe that suspension came against Buffalo, but Bradley Roby overall, and also before I move to the draft projection, I think his durability and his injury history could have probably been placed as a con as well. I should probably add that in there. He's had some nicks and bangs and some bruises here and there, but his draft projection, I think he could be a late first-round guy to a mid-second round guy, 24 to 47. And those teams being Cincinnati, San Diego, New Orleans, San Francisco, Denver, Oakland, Detroit, Tennessee, Chicago, and Pittsburgh. All those teams I think could take a look at a cornerback early in the draft. Bradley Roby could be one of those top 5 cornerbacks taken, and this cornerbacks draft is going to be very heavy in talent for the first 5 to 10 guys that are taken off the board. So Bradley Roby probably a top 5 cornerback right now. So that's kind of where I see him projected, and those are the teams of interest. Let me know what you guys think. Throw your comments, questions, and concerns down on Bradley Roby. But that was my draft profile, and that's all I got for you guys today. I'm out.